Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud Current Affairs channel. We are here to provide you best current affairs, recent current affairs and latest current affairs, and we cover these all current affairs from very best newspapers like The Hindu, The Tribune, Economic Times, PIB, and even very important and official government sites like PTI, and even the best business standard newspapers like Indian Express, Business Standard, and unique information from different sites. We covered each and every current affair like national affairs, state affairs, obituaries, appointments, etc. We will cover this section on daily basis, week basis and month basis. If you want to subscribe our channel, then you have to press the bell button icon with the Affairs Cloud, and if you want to subscribe our current affairs, then you have to visit our website like affairscloud.com current affairs. This monthly subscription will cost you nothing, but this yearly current affair will cost you rupees 300. You can get every day current affairs updates, every month current affairs, and even daily news with English and the Hindi analysis. Now we are starting with the current affairs of 15th August 2020, that the Independence Day 15th August 2020. Now we are starting with the first ever news. The first news is who launched 15 products developed by the Defense, PSU and OFP. Now look at the question. 15 products developed by the Defense, PSU, that is the public sector units, and OFP is the Ordinance Factory Board. Now you have to tell me the answer that who launched the 15 products which was developed by the Defense, PSU and the OFPs. It is Shri Narendra Modi ji, Shri Rajnath Singh ji, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji or Shri Nirmala Sitharaman ji. Tell me the answer within 5 seconds. I am giving you 5 seconds, and the answer is Shri Rajnath Singh ji. Rajnath Singh ji launched these 15 products. This was made by Indian companies like PSUs and OFBs. Shri Rajnath Singh launched these, and this is very unique because recently this is the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan that was launched by the Modi government. That is a self-reliant India movement. That everything only not in the basis of the defense, and even every sector will be prepared by Indian companies. So this is the initiative by the Defense Ministry that 15 products was prepared by the DPSPUs, that is the Defense Public Sector Undertakings and the Ordinance Factory Board. You have to know about the Ministry of Defense. That is very important. Union Minister you know very well, that is the Rajnath Singh. His constituency is the Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, and Minister of State is Shripad Yesso Naik. That is again important. The constituency is North Goa. You also know about Ordinance Factory Board. This is again important. The very important is the headquarter of the Ordinance Factories, because Ordinance Factories are everywhere, that are in India, total of 41, but headquarters in the Calcutta, West Bengal. Who is currently chairman of the Ordinance Factory Board? That is the Hari Mohan. You have to remember these two very important points. Now the takeaway points of this news: 15 products. Who prepared these 15 products? That is the Defense Public, PSUs and the Ordinance Factories. And second is who is Defense Minister? That is the Rajnath Singh. His constituency is very important, asked in many exams, that is Lucknow. Minister of State is Shripad Yesso Naik. His constituency is Goa. That products designed under the program of the Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is the self-reliant India movement. What is the Ordinance Factory Board? It is the oldest and the largest industrial setup under the Department of Defense Production. The defense products can be manufactured through the Ordinance Factory Board. And total 41 in India, and the headquarters is in the Calcutta, West Bengal. Who is currently head is the Hari Mohan. Now moving to the next question. Next question is National Health Authority approves to integrate all health schemes of the central ministry with which scheme? Because many students asked me that, sir, why these all schemes are different, but government, why not government is combining all the schemes? So this is the answer, that all the center government schemes related to the health are merged with which scheme? You have to tell me with which scheme it was merged. So Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, All India Health Insurance, National Health Scheme, and the Ayushman Bharat scheme. And the answer is very simple. I am again giving you 5 seconds for this, but this question only needs 2 or 3 seconds. So I am giving you 2 seconds extra and the time is over, and the answer is Ayushman Bharat scheme. All you know what is Ayushman Bharat scheme. That is the largest scheme all over world. It gives 5 lakh rupees per family. 5 lakh rupees per family. It is the largest covering scheme for insurance. That is the Modi ji initiative. That is the Atmanirbhar Bharat Pradhanmantri Jan Arogya Yojana. You have to remember that, Pradhanmantri Jan Arogya Yojana. All the center ministry schemes related to the health combined with this scheme. And what is this scheme? This scheme is related to the 5 lakh per family per year, and this schemes cover 10.74 crore poor and vulnerable families. This is very important because this much of families are covered under this scheme. It means almost 50 crore people are covered under this scheme. Almost 50 crore and almost 40% population of the India covered under this scheme. That is very important because before that scheme only 1 lakh rupees given, but it only covers primary. It only covers primary diseases like fever, dengue, but now it covers secondary and the tertiary care hospitalization like cancer, like tuberculosis. These type of diseases also covered under this Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Clear? Now, what are the benefits of that scheme? If we integrate all the health schemes, first come is that this is the very cumbersome process because all schemes have unique features, but it is a very confusing that which scheme you can adopt. So Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana will give benefit to all the government contractual employees, beneficiary groups like building and the construction workers, manual scavengers, road accident victims, and the Central Armed Police Force. Even you can say that it covered everyone in the society and every employment in the society, because currently all the schemes of the health sector only covers that health sector needs. So you have to remember that all the cumbersome schemes mixed and formed a new scheme, that is the Atmanirbhar Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. It will benefit the victims of different geographical areas. Victims of different geographical area means that is the northeastern states, flood prone states, Himalayan states, all states with the limited healthcare amenities, because the Himalayan states, northeastern states have very costly and the very unique healthcare system, very less and limited healthcare system. So this scheme also cover that persons also. Throughout the probability, that is the portability characteristics of the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. It means if you are from the Himachal and you are staying in the Manipur, you have no problem to follow up that scheme because it has a portability. You can easily port your health benefits in that state. Clear? So I think all is clear, and this is very important that the National Health Authority has built the capacity to administer cashless health insurance service in around 23,000 public and private hospitals in rural and urban areas across India. They already developed 23,000 public and the private hospitals. So it is very important because it is the cashless. You don't need to carry any cash with you. So it is cashless, and government directly transfer the amount to the hospital. What is the National Health Authority? That is the CEO is the Indu Bhushan and the headquarters is in New Delhi. Not so much important. NHA never asked in the exam, but you have to remember only the headquarters, that is New Delhi. Next question. India signs MOU with which country for the space cooperation? That is important. That Government of India signed a memorandum of understanding on space cooperation with the federal government of which country? With the federal government of which country? You have to tell me the answer. That is the Nigeria, South Africa, USA, and the France. Now give me the answer within 5 seconds. I am giving you 5 seconds for this. Even I can give you 2 seconds more, even 7 seconds. But you have to tell me the answer right. And the answer is Nigeria, South Africa, USA, or France. Tell me the answer fast And the answer is Nigeria. Very important. Space cooperation memorandum of understanding signed by India with Nigeria. That is very important. You can see the image. That is the friendship. This is the India and this is the Nigeria. Hypothetically, we can assume that this is the Indian flag, Nigerian flag, and signed with the space cooperation. That is important news. Now, what under this pact comes? That memorandum of understanding is focused on the collaboration in the exploration in the outer spaces technologies for peaceful purposes, not for the violent purposes, it's for the peaceful purposes. MOU enhances the socio-economic development. That's by default it comes with socio-economic development. Space exploration also comes with that. Environmental safety and the trade between India and Nigeria. It is important that international affairs, that trade between India and Nigeria is also increasing by this agreement. India is the largest, that is very important news. India is the largest trade partner of Nigeria with a trade volume of around 13.8 billion USD. Now the question can be asked that India is the largest partner of which country? Now the answer is Nigeria under the trade volume of that much amount. Nigeria provides around 10% of energy requirements to India. That is also important. You can write in your mains exam, UPSC mains exam, that 10% of electricity or not only electricity, that's the energy requirement comes from Nigeria. That is important point. Now about Nigeria, president is Muhammadu Buhari and the capital is Abuja. That is important for the banking exam. That is capital is Abuja. Abuja Cement. Now you have to remember from the Abuja Cement, that is the Nigeria. Currency is the Nigerian Naira. Now two things are important, that is the capital and the currency. Currency is very unique, that is the Nigerian Naira. Now I am giving you one trick, that is Abuja Cement लगाओगे तो नजर नहीं लगेगी. Abuja Cement लगाओगे तो नजर नहीं लगेगी. Now it covers 2 or 3 things, that Abuja is the capital, Nazar means Nigeria, and Nazra means also that is the capital Naira. About Ministry of External Affairs, you all know Union Minister is Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, that is the S. Jaishankar, that is bureaucrat turned politician, Rajya Sabha member. From Gujarat, Minister of State is V. Muralidharan. Again important news. Now moving to the next news. India granted how much amount of the aid for Maldives connectivity project? That is again important because India is granting some amount of money to Maldives for the connecting 3 islands. That is very important. How much amount India is granting? That is US $2,250, US $500, US $750, and US $1,000. Now you have to answer within 5 seconds. I am giving you 5 seconds for this. You can even take a chance by providing a tukka for that question. What is the answer? Because so much amount is not required to remember, but this is the question of current day, that is the US $500. You have to remember that US $500. Now what are the 3 name of islands of the Malay, that is the capital of the Maldives, who are connecting, that are Willingili, that is the Glifalu, and the Thilafusi. You don't need to remember these 3 islands. You only need to remember that India is preparing for some project or the infrastructure project in the Maldives, that is in the capital Malé. This is very important for the international affairs and for the banking exam. India has also decided to start air travel bubble with Maldives to facilitate movement of people from both sides for employment, tourism, medical, emergency. Now it is again important. You can write this in your main exam in the relations with the India and the Maldives. Maldives is the first neighboring country with which an air bubble is being operationalized by India, which is expected to commence on the 18th August 2020. That is very important. With which country India firstly started air bubble? Now what is air bubble? That is the flights between the 2 countries organized by India and the Maldives. So in Maldives is the first country. The growing relationship between 2 nations is premised upon the India First policy by the Maldives. Maldives policy name is the India First. It means first preference given to the India, and India's preference is the neighborhood first, that we will prefer first neighborhood. If neighborhood denies, then we will go to the other countries. So India's policy is neighborhood first and the Maldives policy is India's first. Now moving to the next, but you have to know about the Maldives like Nigeria. Capital is Male. I already told you 3 or 4 times. Currency is Maldivian Rupiah. Now this is important. Some students mark Rupiah, but it is not Rupiah. It is the Rufiya. Rufiya. President is Ibrahim Mohammed Soli. That is important. It can be asked in exam, and it also asked in past exams. So you have to remember the currency and the president. Both are important. Capital is not important because everyone knows, but currency and president is important. Now next question is, Union Minister for Road Transport aims to achieve zero road fatalities by which year? That is important because Nitin Gadkari, our road transport minister, announced recently that India will achieve zero fatalities by which year? 2022, 25, 28 or 30. You have to give me answer within 3 or 4 seconds because this is very easy. And the answer is 2030. No casualties will be there after 2030 by road accidents. You have to remember, no deaths by road accidents by 2030. The World Bank and the Asian Development Bank have committed rupees 7,000 crore each on initiative to reduce road accidents. It means total 14,000 crore rupees given by the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank. It was not given, actually it was committed to give, so it will be in future can be generated by the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank. It is for better road engineering, increased public awareness, and upgradation program are expected to bring 50% reduction in the road accident. In the future, firstly it will reduce 50%, then it can be equal to 0. Under the Indian Road Safety Assessment Program 2100, it is current situation that 2100 kilometer road has been assessed. It means 21,000 kilometer road has been surveyed. 3,000 kilometer road length is under technological upgradation. Technological upgradation means that is all weather road, tolls, no go down that road, no humps on the roads. So this is the technological upgradation. Now Ministry of Road and Transport and Highways, that all you know, that is Nitin Jairam Gadkari is the Union Minister, and the Minister of State is General Vijay Kumar Singh. General Vijay Kumar Singh. Next question is, which state retains top position in the implementation of the AMRUT scheme? That is again important because first you have to look out the question that which state retains top position. Retains means in the last year that state is also in the top list. Now top position implementation of the AMRUT scheme. You have to remember what is the AMRUT, AMRUT scheme, and which state retains the top position. First you have to answer me the which state retains the top position. That is the Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab and the Tamil Nadu. What is the answer? I am giving you 5 seconds, but this question only needs 2 or 3 seconds, but I am again giving you 2 or 3 seconds more, and the answer is, time is over, and the answer is Odisha. Odisha has retained the top position in the implementation of AMRUT. What is the AMRUT? That is the Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and the Urban Transformation. Odisha, that is the Naveen Patnaik, Chief Minister, very simple person. This ranking, now you have to remember who is releasing this ranking every year. That is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Who is releasing? Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, because this scheme is related to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Odisha regained its top position by securing top score 85.67. This is important because if you know the rank, then you have to know the number, how much it score. That is the 85.67%. Followed by the Union Territory, it means second number is Chandigarh and the third number is Telangana. You have to remember the second and the third also. Out of the total 191 projects in the Odisha, under AMRUT scheme, 148 projects have been implemented. It means almost 70% projects have completed, and other projects are expected to be completed before the deadline in the 2021. And Odisha have 9 cities under the AMRUT scheme. You have to tell me the answer that how much cities AMRUT scheme cover. I am giving you answer within 5 to 7 seconds. Now think how much cities AMRUT scheme cover. This is again a new question. How much cities AMRUT scheme cover? And your time is over. And the answer is how much cities it covers. It covers 500 cities. It covers how much cities? 500 cities. And under 500 cities, 9 cities comes from Odisha. What is AMRUT scheme? AMRUT scheme was launched in June 2015 with a focus to establish infrastructure. Infrastructure, it means where the infrastructure is not so much well, so you have to develop the infrastructure like in the rural area, so that you can transfer the rural area to the urban transformation. It means that could ensure adequate, robust sewage networks and the water supply for urban transformation by implementing urban revival projects. That's why AMRUT means that is the Atal mission for rejuvenation and urban transformation. It means rural to urban transformation. Simple. Rural to urban transformation. 500 cities covered. Odisha retained first position. Second is the Chandigarh. And third is the Telangana. That is again important news. It will come 101% in the banking exam, and maximum chances comes in the SBIPO. About Odisha, main capital is Bhubaneswar. Chief Minister is Naveen Patnaik. You have to remember the governor Ganeshi Lal. Everyone knows that capital and chief minister. Now the next news is, as per the latest report, around 818 million children, you don't need to remember that figure, across the world lacked basic hand washing facilities in their school. Who published this report? That is important. Who published that report? That around 818 million children across the world lacked basic hand washing facilities. Why this survey comes out? Because of the COVID-19 pandemic situation. The organizations do their surveys for the sanitization purposes, like hand washing facilities, bathing facilities, food facilities. So this is the hand washing facilities. Now you have to tell me which organization or organizations release this report. WHO, World Health Organization, UNICEF, United Nations, or both A and B? Both A and B. WHO, World Health Organization, UNICEF, United Nations Children's Fund, and United Nations, both A and B. You have to give me answer. That answer is both A and B. WHO and UNICEF combined released this report. Around 40% of the schools. You have to remember this figure, not 818 million. This figure need to remember, that is 40% of schools lack hand washing facilities. And this combined survey is by UNICEF and the World Health Organization. The latest report named as the Progress on Drinking Water, that is the name of the report, Progress on Drinking Water, Sanitation and Hygiene in School, special focus on COVID-19. I already told you that report released because of the COVID-19 pandemic situation and released by the World Health Organization and the UNICEF. That is important. And now one news is again important. The program produces internationally comparable estimates of progress of drinking water, sanitation and hygiene. This is known as WASH. You have to remember what is the full form of WASH. That is the water. W stands for the water, sanitation, S stands for the sanitation, and hygiene. By doing drinking water pure and sanitation, you will keep your health hygiene. Now, WASH standards are very important because according to the WASH standard, you can attain SDG goals. That is the Sustainable Development 17 goals. Under this, you can achieve these goals. More than 1/3 of these children are from sub-Saharan Africa. You have to remember 1/3 children out of the total 818 million, that is the 295 million, comes from the sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan Africa is the poverty-driven area, and all over world maximum poverty is under the sub-Saharan Africa. You have to remember one NCRT line. I remember that everywhere poverty rises. Everywhere poverty rises or decreases? Not rises. Everywhere poverty decreases. Everywhere poverty, like in India in 1950, poverty is about 45 to 47%, even 55%. But now poverty is around 21%, 22%. But only all over world, only sub-Saharan Africa is that area where poverty is raised. Where poverty, it rised approximate 0.2, 0.3, but it rises. Otherwise, all over world poverty decreases, but sub-Saharan Africa poverty rises. This is again important fact. That is the NCRT fact. You have to remember. About UNICEF, that is again important under the International Organization headquarters. Headquarter is very important. Headquarter is the New York, UNICEF headquarter is New York, and WHO headquarter is Geneva. You have to remember 99% organizations starting with the W and ending with the O have headquarters in Geneva. 99. It is the hit and trial method. If you don't remember the headquarter, then you have to remember which organization starting with the W and ending with the O, and it is a 3-letter word, then the headquarter can be Geneva. So you can take that. And who is the executive director of UNICEF? That is the Henrietta. And director general of WHO, that is the Tedros. Tedros. You have to remember Tedros. You can remember this name by the movie Ted. Now, next question is, which organization will provide 1.65 million euros in humanitarian aid funding to support victims of South Asia floods? That is just a grant. Grant is just to help someone. It can't be returned. So, which organization provide 1.65 million euros on the humanitarian basis? It means by the grant basis to the South Asia floods like Bangladesh, India, Vietnam. Which organization? United Nations, IMF, EU, or the World Bank? I am giving you 5 seconds. Who is that organization which is providing that so much level of grant that provided by European Union for the South Asia floods? That is very important. South Asia floods, 1.6 million by the EU, European Union. That is the European Union. European Union will provide 1.65 million humanitarian basis grant for the floods of the southern, notably in the Bangladesh, India, and the Nepal, even Vietnam and the Cambodia also. The funding is a part of the EU's acute large emergency response tool. That is important. What is the full form of alert? You can ask by the SBI examiner that what is the full form alert? That is the acute large emergency response tool. And the alert tool is used by European Union for funding the flooded states or for funding the humanitarian crisis states where humanitarian crisis is going on by the floods, earthquakes, or any humanitarian disaster. Then this alert, by the alert system, European Union can fund. What is European Union? You have to remember European Union headquarters is in Brussels, Belgium. European Union Parliament President is David Maria. Not so much important, but it can be asked in the bad times. And the members, total members are 27 countries by the exit of the Britain. 27 countries. European. You have to remember the member countries and you have to remember the headquarter. That is important. Next question is, Reserve Bank of India has revised the guidelines applicable for core investment companies on the basis of recommendations of the working group under the chairmanship of which person? That is not so much important news, but you have to remember who is the chairman of that working group. That's why I am asking you only the name of the chairman. You don't need to remember the core investment companies. You don't need to remember the who formed that committee, but you have to remember that chairman of that committee and the other person in the options. That is also important. That is Tapan Ray, Shaktikant Das, Michael Debrata Patra, and the Viral Acharya. Viral Acharya. Now you have to give me the answer within 5 seconds. This is a difficult question, but it is important on the basis of the committees. So answer is the Tapan Ray. Tapan Ray is currently chairman of that working group. Reserve Bank of India appointed that working group to revise the guidelines applicable for the core investment companies. That is investment in the core company, that is CIC. Shaktikant Das, you all know, that is the governor of RBI. Michelle Debrata Patra, that is one of the deputy governor of the RBI. Viral Acharya, who recently resigned as a deputy governor of the RBI. That is important. Viral Acharya is in news, that's why it is important. Now, RBI has made the guidelines stricter for CICs by mandating more disclosure, better risk management, and a simpler group structure from 13th August 2020. It is not so much important for you guys, so don't need to remember from which date it was started. You have to remember only that thing. CICs with assets of over 500,000 crore will have to appoint a chief risk officer. Now, in the banking exam, you can be asked that how much assets is required to appoint a chief risk officer, because this is the 5,000 crore and this is so much amount, so there is need of a chief risk officers where this 5,000 rupee crore amount, that is so much big amount, where it is landing, where it is going, who is borrowing. So you have to appoint the 5-member committees with 2 independent directors. So these 2 points are important, and this structure will be applied till 31st March 2023, and it means for the almost 3 years. What are CICs? You have to remember what are CICs. CICs are non-bank lenders holding not less than 90% of their net assets at investment in equity. It can be asked in interview. It can ask in interviews what are CICs. So you have to remember CICs are non-bank lenders. It means they are not banks, but they are lenders. Non-bank lenders holding not less than 90% of their net assets as investment in equity shares, preference shares, bond, debenture, debt or loans in other companies. It means 90% of their company, 90% of the company's money is with like shares, bonds. It means in simple words, it can't be in the cash form. Only 10% money can be in the cash form and 90% in the investment form. So you have to remember who are CICs. That is important. You all know Reserve Bank of India, but again, this is very simple, the headquarter of the Reserve Bank of India, but 80% students marked wrong. 80% students marked wrong in the quiz. Every day, Affairs Cloud organized quiz. Every day, Affairs Cloud update quiz. You have to visit our sites, that is the affairscloud.com. In the quiz section, you will receive everyday current affair quiz. Everyday current affair, first you have to read current affairs, then you have to watch video, then if you want to give quiz, then you can give quiz. Headquarter is Mumbai, Maharashtra, but 80% people answer that Delhi. But you have to remember Reserve Bank of India headquarters is Maharashtra. You all know formation is 1935 by the Act of 1934. By the Act of 1934. Governor is Shaktikant Das, and most important is the 4 deputy governors. That is the Bibhu Prasad Kongo, Mahesh Kumar Jain, Michael Devdra Patra. That is important, and one is yet to appoint because Viral Acharya recently resigned, so one position is vacant. So 3 deputy governors are there, that is the Vibhu, Mahesh, that is BMM, you have to remember from that. And 1935 RBI formed, and you have to comment me who is the first governor of RBI. You have to remember first governor of RBI 1935, and he was Britisher, and who was the first Indian governor of RBI. In 1943 he was appointed first Indian governor and first British. You have to give me answer in the comment box. Now next question, which bank started Shaurya KGC card for Indian Armed Forces? That is important with respect to the Indian Army. That is, which bank started Shaurya KGC cards? Shaurya KGC cards. Shaurya Kisan Gold Credit Cards. SBI, ICICI, Kotak Mahindra or HDFC? Which bank started this facility? That is the HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank started Shaurya KGC card. You just remember for the armed forces, you already know the answer. This is the shape of the card. This is the tricolor flag on the card, and by seeing this card you can give the answers that this is only for the army forces, but it links with the Kisan credit card, means it gives the facilities related to the Kisan or the farmers. First of its kind card, not any bank, I remember not any bank issued that type of card, but HDFC launched that card for the army person. It is a tricolor themed card for Indian armed personnel. It will benefit 45 lakh users. It means it will benefit 45 lakh persons. And HDFC Bank, this facility is launched through Har Gaon Hamara. Har Gaon Hamara means every rural area is belongs to us, because every rural area farming capabilities are covered under this card. So this product is based on the Kisan credit card guidelines by the government. What is the Shaurya KGC card and what it will provide? The card will provide finance for agriculture needs. I already told you its facilities like given to the farmers. Agriculture needs like production of crop, post-harvest maintenance and the consumption needs. The users can also avail this funding to purchase farm machinery, irrigation equipment or construct storage structures among others, like irrigation equipment like tube wells, canals, and farm machinery, any type of machinery, construct storage structures, any type of storage structure can be purchased through this KGC card. The card comes with a lifetime cover of 10 lakh as against rupees 2 lakh for an average card. It means an average card of this type cover 2 lakh, but this card covers 10 lakh rupees insurance of life cover. It can also be availed through HDFC Bank app, that is the e-Kisan Dhan app. E-Kisan Dhan app. This card can be followed through. About HDFC, you have to remember the headquarters, that is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. You have to remember the tagline. We understand your world. We understand your world. Your world. That is the Mumbai, Maharashtra, and the chairman is Deepak S. Parekh. Not need to remember. If it changed, then you have to remember. Otherwise, no need to remember, but you have to remember headquarters and the tagline. Next question is, which bank launched KCC review option for farmers? Now, this is a different question. This is a different segment, that is the Kisan credit card, but it also include review option for the farmers. Which bank it is? It is the SBI, Axis, PNB or the Canara Bank. Give me answer within 7 seconds. It is difficult but important question. Which bank rolls out Kisan credit card review option for farmers? It is SBI, Axis, PNB or Canara. The answer is SBI. You can see this image, SBI Kisan Ki Pragrati Yono Krishi through the Yono app of the SBI. So it is launched for the farmers. Started Kisan credit card review option on its digital agriculture solution through Yono. You only need one. Yono stands for the you only need one. In SBI, it can be asked what is the full form of the Yono. With this application, the farmers can assess their KCC limit in the virtual platform. It means by online method, you can assess your Kisan credit card limit, that is 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh. You can review your Kisan credit limit through the online platform. Farmers will no longer need to visit the bank. It means it is all organized through virtual platform. You have no need to visit the bank branch physically to apply for a revision of KCC limit. If it means you have 2 lakh limit of the Kisan credit card, but you want 4 lakh limit, then you don't need to visit the bank physically, but you have to go through virtual platform. Now, Yono Krishi also has 4 type of instruments like Yono Khata, Yono Bachat, Yono Mitra, Yono Mandi. Yono Khata means, that is Khata means account. Caters to agriculture credit distribution like Agri Gold loans. Yono Bachat means saving, that is financial superstore for farmer investment and insurance needs. Yono Mitra means friend, agriculture advisory service. It gives the advisory, it means friend advice. Yono Mandi means, that is the marketplace where you can purchase or sell agriculture products. So all are important and it can be asked in the interview. Now next question is, who is appointed as the non-executive chairman of the India Bulls Housing Finance Limited? Who is appointed as the non-executive chairman? You have to remember that point. Non-executive chairman of India Bulls Housing Finance Limited. That is the Michel Debratra Patra, Mahesh Kumar Jain, Viril Acharya or SS Mundra. Now give me fast answer. Fast answer, that is SS Mundra. SS Mundra. Your 5 seconds are over and answer is SS Mundra. You can see the image of the SS Mundra. So can you retain the image for a long time? He's appointed as the non-executive chairman of India Bulls Housing Finance. This is the logo of India Bulls Housing Finance. Clear? Sufficient news, not go too deep for that news. And again, one news is for only for the revision purpose, that is the Indian cricketer Harbhajan Singh appointed as the brand ambassador of which company. Not so much detail for that company. You don't need anything. You just need to remember Harbhajan Singh appointed brand ambassador of which company. Only this simple thing. That is the e-scooter go, e-car go, e-bike go or e-bicycle go. That is important because Harbhajan Singh belongs to Punjab state and this company also belongs to Punjab. This company also belongs to Punjab state. And the answer is e-bike go. I am showing you picture. That is the e-bike go logo with the Harbhajan Singh. It means he is appointed as the brand ambassador of the e-bike go. It is the Amritsar based company. So he is appointed as the brand ambassador. Now, next news is, what is the name of the Indian Coast Guard offshore patrol vessel? Important news because it is related to the Navy and the Coast Guard offshore patrol vessel, which was manufactured by Goa Shipyard Limited. It is manufactured by the Goa Shipyard Limited. And what is the name of this Coast Guard offshore patrol vessel? Many times Coast Guard patrol vessel name asked in the exam. So it is Sachet, Sahil, Sarthak or the Samikaran. Now the answer is 5 seconds are over and the answer is Sarthak. Sarthak, you can see the image of the Sarthak, and it is the Indian Coast Guard offshore patrol vessel Sarthak. Clear? Next question. Which institute developed UV safe UVGI based room disinfection service? That is again important. It can be asked in the banking exam or in the SSC. That is important. Which institute developed UV safe? You have to remember UV safe. That is the ultraviolet safe. IIT Ropar, IIT Kanpur, IIT Delhi or the IIT Mumbai? Now the answer is, your 7 to 8 seconds are over. This question is difficult zone, but the answer is IIT Ropar. IIT Ropar, that is also in Punjab. It developed UV safe based room disinfection device. IIT Ropar in collaboration with India Private Limited developed UV safe, a state of the art room disinfection device based on the singular ultraviolet germicidal eradication. It means it eradicate all germs by the ultraviolet method. The efficiency of the device was tested by the FICCI, that is the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, established in 1927, headquarter in New Delhi. You have to remember, headquarter New Delhi. This device was designed by the Khushbu Rakha, you have to remember, and it covers 360-degree disinfection. It means it covers all area. Around 360 degree. Clear? If you want to know about the area, it is the 14 square foot. It covers and it disinfect almost 99.9% germs written in all the sanitizer, 99.9% in 6 minutes. This device covers 14 square foot area with 99.9% germ disinfection. Clear? Within 6 minutes. Next news. IIT Delhi found WHO list priority pathogens in the waters of which river? Now, IIT Delhi recently found World Health Organization listed priority pathogens in waters of which river? That is Ganga, Godavari, Krishna and Yamuna. You have to remember the hint I am giving you, that is which river is near about Delhi. And the answer is now simple. I am not giving you any type of seconds, and the answer is Yamuna. You can see the image of the pathogens, and this is near the Taj Mahal, that is river Yamuna. You have to give me the answer in the comment box. What are the 4 tributaries of Yamuna? What are the most important 4 tributaries of Yamuna? Because there are so many tributaries of Yamuna, you have to give me the 4 tributaries of Yamuna. Clear? Now, IIT Delhi found the critical group and the multi-drug resistant bacteria of the World Health Organization 2017 list an antibiotic resistant priority pathogen in the waters of the river Yamuna. It means this bacteria can be used to treat various diseases. So it is found near or in the river Yamuna. The research paper of the study was published in the Journal of the Environment Chemical Engineering. You have to remember what is the WHO, World Health Organization. I again told you that starting with the W and the ending with the O and the 3-letter world, headquarter can be in Geneva. And the director general is Tedros. We revised 2 times. Next question, which state government will launch Orundoi scheme to provide financial assistance? It means the state government launched this scheme to provide financial assistance to people, and the answer of that scheme launched by which state is Assam, Kerala, Karnataka or Odisha. This is very important question because this scheme was in news 3-4 times on the daily basis. So answer is, the state is Assam. Assam state started this scheme, that is the Arundoi scheme. Assam government announced the state will roll out the that is the Arunodoi scheme it will provide financial assistance of rupees 830 rupees per month. That is important. How much rupee it is providing? That is 830 per month. Through direct benefit transfer, it means directly providing to the accounts. It means directly transfer to the accounts. Around 17 lakh families in the state. How much families is this cover? That is the 17 lakh families. It means almost 60 lakh people. Arunodoi scheme will be implemented from October 2nd, 2020 on the Gandhiji birthday, that is the 150th Jayanti of the Gandhiji, and will act as an umbrella scheme for all other government schemes for the next 5 years. And this scheme is started in 2020 and it will end in 2025. It means the time period is total 5 years. Who is currently Chief Minister? That is the Sarbananda Sonowal. Only you have to remember that Sonowal, and Governor is Jagdish Mukhi, and the capital is Dispur. And what this scheme covers: the scheme is applicable to eligible families to buy essential food items of rupees 400. It means that 830 rupees, how it can be covered? That is, the 400 has been allotted for the purchase of medicine, 150 for the vegetable, 50% for the 4 kg of ration, and the 4 kg of sugar, and the all amount is covered under this. Around 15 to 17,000 families in each assembly constituency are covered. It means total families of Assam state can be covered. That is the 17 lakh families, and each constituency cover 15 to 17,000. The amount will be transferred to the directly bank account. That is the DBT transfer scheme. The household income of the applicant must be less than 2 lakh per annum. It means annually their income must be less than 2 lakh rupees. The applicant should be permanent resident of the Assam state or should be residing in the state at present, or it means by now when the scheme is starting, the resident of the state only can apply for this scheme. Next question: TERI launches early warning system for that is which area of Assam? That is again important. That is the division of Assam. Which early warning system? It means the flooding system, the rainfall system. That is the early warning system. It means it will alert before it comes. For which area of Assam? That is the Tejpur, Jorhat, Guwahati, or the Silchar. Now give me answer within 5 seconds, and your time period is over. That the energy resources of India Institute, there is an energy and research, the Energy and Resources Institute of India launches early warning system for Guwahati of Assam. You can see for the flood and heavy rainfall, because northeastern states covers heavy rainfall. Even the maximum rainfalls comes under the northeastern states. So they developed the early warning system so that it alert before it comes. Fully automated system, web tool based system. And it is launched by the Energy and the Resource Institute, that is the TERI, in association with the National Disaster Management Authority, that is the NMA, in the Guwahati, Assam. Now next question is: with which UT government Bloomberg's philanthropists sign a MOU to enhance road safety? Again, this question leads to the road safety. One question we already covered, that is till which year we achieve no fatality by road accidents, announced by the Nitin Gadkari. Ji, हाँ जी बताओ. What was the answer? Answer was 2030. Now this question is something different, that with which UT government Bloomberg philanthropist signs a memorandum of understanding to enhance road safety. Now this answer is Delhi. Delhi UT has signed a pact with the Bloomberg's philanthropist to cover the road accident, to less the road accidents. Clear? And one obituary, I am on the last news, that Malayalam lyricist, that is Chunakra Ramakonti, passed away. You have to remember two things. He belongs to Kerala state. He belonged to Kerala state, and he was Malayalam lyricist. It means he was Malayalam writer. You can ask in the question that that is Chunakra Ramakonti belongs to which state, or he was writer of which language? That is the Malayalam lyricist. Clear? I hope you understand all news. You have to visit our website. If you want to revise all the news, then you have to watch video, then you can give the quiz. If you want to subscribe our current affairs on the daily basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis in one sheet all, then you can subscribe our current affairs only at the rate of rupees 300. It means this is very less for 1 year. This covers whole 1 year, and you will be updated daily, on the daily basis, on weekly basis, and on monthly basis. One sheet or the email is provided to you, and you have to assess through your email on the daily news, weekly news, or the monthly news. It is in Hindi as well as in English. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you understand all the things well. Meet you for the 16th August news tomorrow. Thank you.